Guys, this is super important. You're not going to believe this because I just sold $20,000 worth of top 20 cryptos to buy Hex. I'm got him. You guys see that? What's that? Boom. What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you guys today. Hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. But on a real note, I literally just sold $20,000 of top 20 cryptocurrencies to buy just one coin. So over here right now on the left-hand side of the screen, what you're watching is you're watching me sell a ton of top 20 crypto assets just to buy this one asset. So let's start talking about what cryptos I just sold. And this is just the first video I'm making because on my Crow account, I wanted to get my money off of Crow. I think that Crow has potential to 2x, maybe 3x, but with the competitiveness in the cryptocurrency industry as far as exchanges and everything like that goes, do I want to bet on just one exchange? Not as much as I want to bet on the next Bitcoin or the next Ethereum. So let's start things off, right? First things first, I sell 5,000 Crow. So I sold 5,000, 4,900, 4,000 something of Crow. I then move on to VeChain. Now this one was one that I was really questioning, right? I was like, do I really want to sell VeChain? I'm a big fan of VeChain. I think that VeChain's undervalued right now, but I still think that this asset's going to outperform VeChain long and short term. The next coin I sold was Uniswap. I think that Uniswap is going to be a big player moving forward, but I think that the Ethereum DeFi ecosystem is going to be very limited to Ethereum 2.0. And the coin I'm about to tell you guys about is literally Ethereum 3.0. It's where Ethereum should have went. It's where Ethereum would have went. But when Ethereum launched, I mean, right off the beginning, we're switching to proof of stake. Proof of work is going to be short term. It was only supposed to be a year. Here we are 4 years later and ETH 2.0 still isn't out, right? They've made that plan and it seemed like that they put that ball in motion before they really thought it through on a political, environmental, on a scalability. To be a currency, you have to be a proof of work blockchain. You have to have skin in the game.
The expenditure of energy to constitute the skin in the game that creates these layers around Bitcoin, right? Anything short of work, right? Work being the one phenomenon that mankind cannot counterfeit. It is impossible to counterfeit work, right? This is thermodynamic reality. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed through work. That is at the heart and center of this whole incentive vortex that we call Bitcoin. You know, it's obvious that that would outcompete all closed source systems, including proof of stake systems, especially proof of stake systems that, again, if we look at their implementation of fiat currency historically via the central bank, they're self-annihilating, right? They centralize over time until they collapse. I've never heard anyone put it like this. I would say that Saylor has officially cemented proof of work as the most inarguably successful consensus mechanism for money there is. And so it's very logical, and I would argue intuitive, that a crypto proof of stake system would be similarly centralizing over time. And that's why proof of stake, it will fail. I mean, maybe they'll find a way for it to work for some orthogonal marketplace, but it will never work in money.
Second law of thermodynamics, right? Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed by doing work. So that means that I think that the coin I'm going to tell you guys about, their DeFi ecosystem is going to boom a lot faster than Ethereum. So where Uniswap may have had that upper hand, and I still think Uniswap's going to be a big player and they're going to be hard to disrupt that market because they add value on so many different angles. But I don't think it's necessarily going to be the smartest play. I don't think that Uniswap's going to 2x or 5x before this coin. The next one was VThrow. Now VThrow, I was hemming and hawing about. I do think that VThrow is going to be a big player, but again, it just boils down to having so many different crypto assets. And when you have all of these different crypto assets, you're always trying to chase them down. You're trying to see if this coin pumps and you're trying to take profits, and you're seeing half the time, quite a few of these pumps where these coins have ran up 100, 200%. By the time I even realize that it's happening, because I have so many different assets all over the place, and my portfolio always fluctuating between like 5 and 10 grand on a given day because of how volatile the market is and what a wide variety of coins I have. I'm sick of chasing down all these coins. When you find a coin like this It would be like finding Solana when Solana was $20. If I would have dove in, did the research, analyzed the team, seen the technology behind it, I would have been all over Solana at 20. So when I find this coin and I tell you guys that I'm that bullish on it, and you guys literally see me selling so much crypto, these are just the coins that I had on Crow. So I accumulated total about 18,000 roughly on Crow. And then I just sent over another 1,500. I think I still got a couple dollars on KuCoin. So roughly about $20,000. And you guys are gonna watch me, buy, wait for it, ready, here it is, Kadena. So why would I sell $20,000 worth of top 20 crypto assets? Maybe they're not all top 20, right? But definitely all in the top 100. Those tend to be the coins that I actually normally invest a majority of my money in, that make up a majority of my bankroll. Now I also have a Polkadot video, which is actually uploading, supposed to be uploading. Now, Polkadot is kind of the next big bag I have. I think I have probably close to $10,000 alone, maybe 12,000 in Polkadot. And then I also have about another 10 or 15,000 over on the Solana blockchain. So you're gonna see me consolidating a lot of these assets. Now, I'm not selling some of my long shots. I'm not selling any of my Bitcoin. Ethereum, I'm going to sell, and I'm going to migrate over here as well. Any ERC20 token right now, the Ethereum gas fees are so outrageous. We don't know when Ethereum 2.0 is rolling out. The reason that the price of Ethereum continues to grow and grow and grow is because everybody's stacking. Oh, look what just came through. Oh no. My notification just came through. So I just got my $17,000 over onto KuCoin. So let's check this out right quick. So you guys see that I just got that $17,582. It was sent over here from crypto.com. So I'm actually going to include the part where I actually show you guys how to transfer money from crypto.com over to KuCoin. And I'm still waiting on the other like $1,800 to get deposited over here. So I'm going to buy another $1,800 worth on top of this. I'm going to go into spot trading. I'm going to search KDA, and I can see the price of Kadena is at 405 right now. I don't care if it's at peak formation, right? I'm going to mark it in, and I'm going to buy $17,548 worth of Kadena right now at peak formation. That's how bullish I am. Let's see how much we make the price spike up on Kadena when we just buy $20,000 worth of it. Let's see if there's even that much liquidity, or if it's gonna pump right now. Because 20,000 is a big bag, right? And I think a lot of people are gonna be thinking the same way that I'm thinking. So over the next couple of months, what you guys are gonna watch me do is I'm gonna document the process. I'm basically gonna Michael Saylor. The way I look at Kadena is the same way that he looks at Bitcoin, right? When you talk about a cryptocurrency that has such a big marketplace that is literally going to be so hard to disrupt. Now, being a brand new cryptocurrency, Kadena is not battle tested. They don't have the years and years of experience. Their DeFi ecosystem is not up and running. So there's a lot of big moving parts that just need to be put into place before we'll really see the rapid growth of Kadena. But if any big player, any logical market actor analyzes what Bitcoin's done over the last 13 years, and then you analyze what were the limitations to Bitcoin, right? Why do we have 5,000 different cryptocurrencies? Why do we have all of these layer 2 scaling solutions? Why do we have this, and that? Why isn't everything on Bitcoin? Because you couldn't scale Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin became a store of value, more of a that's it, just a way to store value. So it became the best, the absolute best, unhackable, safest, most secure store of value. Now, what do you think would have happened if Bitcoin would have had smart contracts? If Bitcoin would have been infinitely scalable? If Bitcoin would have been all of these things, right? How much more money would you think would be involved with Bitcoin directly? And what do you think the price of Bitcoin would be? Now, the Lightning Network and everything else like that is going to fix those things, and it makes Bitcoin scalable, but it doesn't, how do I say this? But it doesn't mean that Bitcoin actually needs to change or needs to do anything. Bitcoin can be that store of value. The way I'm looking at Kadena is I'm looking at Kadena like the gold, and I'm looking at Bitcoin like the silver. Bitcoin has dominated for 13 years as the apex predator because it is deemed a property. It is the first and only digital property. So Kadena has a long way to go before it gets to that point. Kadena has a long way to go before Kadena mining infrastructure, before there's that much money invested into the Kadena infrastructure, that it's going to basically explode. I think that this is going to be a 5-year play. I'm not looking at Kadena as something that's going to make me a multi-millionaire right now, but I'm looking at it as the best store of value that I've ever seen in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. And with this price point and this market supply, you can't really beat it. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I've already gone over this in many videos, guys. So if you guys want to learn more about Kadena, check out my interviews, check out my price predictions that I've made before, and you'll see that when I first started making videos on Kadena, the price of Kadena was $1.43. The last time I told you guys to buy Kadena, it was 381, and I actually mapped out all the DCA targets, and you guys can see exactly where I was buying more Kadena at too, because I made those videos as well. So how market cap is calculated, right? It's supply times price equals the market cap. So when Kadena had a price point of 381, the market cap was $585 million. I would assume with a $4 price point, if we jump over to coin market cap, talk about the market cap right now is 624 million. Now that you guys see how price is actually calculated and market cap actually works, right? So for Kadena to 2x right now, if you buy in at $4 like we just did, the market cap only needs to double. There only needs to be 1.25 billion invested into this coin for it to 2x. For this coin to 10x right now, the market cap only needs to be 6.25 billion. 20x, 12.5 billion. For you to 100x your investment right now, the market cap only needs to go up to $62.5 billion. Now let's talk about layer one blockchains that had DeFi ecosystems that absolutely boomed, because the way that Kadena's coding and programming language combined with their proof of work makes them be a dominating player in NFTs, in DeFi, in every single aspect, in every single avenue. Their technology is already on the best levels. We've seen Ethereum go from 130 to 440,000 in 600 days. We've seen Binance go from 23 to 688 in 510 days. We've seen Solana go from 20 to 210 in 204 days. We've seen Terra go from 5 to 44 in 120 days. We've seen Avalanche go from 10 to 75 in 100. We've seen Polygon go from 2 cents to 268 in 470 days. We're gonna see the growth of Polkadot is gonna explode. Cardano is gonna explode. So we talk about different market caps and the prices on these different market caps. Bitcoin, 1.2 trillion. Ethereum, 480 billion. BNB, 100 billion. Cardano, 94 billion. Dogecoin, 89 billion. Ripple, 84 billion. Polkadot, 45 billion. Kadena, 625 million. Solana, 50 billion. So you're talking about a coin that is on the same level as Polkadot. It's on the higher level than Cardano. It's on a higher level than Binance. It's on a higher level than Ethereum. Bitcoin is obviously the apex predator. It's going to be a very long time before it flips Bitcoin, and it doesn't need to. It'll coexist right alongside with Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Kadena, I think by 2025 will be the biggest players in the crypto industry, because proof of stake works in many different ways, but as a currency, as a store of value, to be a digital property, it can never work. So you're talking about right now, if Kadena just had, if Dogecoin can get to 89 billion in a bull run, and we're talking about the most bullish coin that we've ever seen, the best store of value, the best never investing advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, and I would never advise that you buy, sell, trade, or hodl any cryptocurrency. But the way I'm looking at this, when I take a look over here at Kadena, I go, I mean, Kadena would 100x at 62 billion. So I just put in $20,000 into Kadena on top of the probably 10 or 20,000 I already have in there. So you're talking about me taking $20,000. If this coin does 100x, that's $2 million, guys. I'll be a multi-millionaire just off the 20,000 I put in. So I don't want to give everything away in every video, guys, but just to let you guys know, this is my game plan. This is what I'm doing, because I'm so sick of chasing down 100 different altcoins and trying to worry about taking profits. And then if I buy into Polkadot right now at say $40, I definitely think it's going to go to 100, maybe even 150. That's 3x. That's really good. But there's also that risk that, you know, Tether FUD comes out and the entire market crashes. And then it would take a really long time for all that bullish momentum, all of those billions and billions and billions of dollars to come back into the market to bring the price of that coin back up to your break-even point. Where I look at Kadena right now, and I think at $650 million market cap, especially when their DeFi ecosystem rips, I mean, you're just a no-brainer. You're gonna crazy, guys. So I think I'm turning into a Kadena maximalist. So in my next videos, I'm gonna show you guys exactly my micro strategy, where I'm gonna literally try to buy quite possibly maybe even $5,000 a month worth of Kadena. I'm gonna take all my resources from every one of my other businesses. I'm gonna start really consolidating everything I have over on Binance. I'm gonna consolidate everything I have over on Solana. I'm gonna keep my long shots. But as far as big names, especially when they start pumping, like as I watch Polkadot pump up, I'm definitely gonna be taking at least 50% out of that and putting in Kadena, and just continuously doing that cycle over and over again. So I appreciate everybody that stops by the channel, everybody that hits that like button, hits that subscribe button. You guys know I don't shill coins this much. I've never invested this much of my time and resources into making content on one specific coin before, ever. Not once. I mean, maybe in a Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're Bitcoin and Ethereum, but as far as new altcoins, you guys see me, I'll find a coin, I'll put it on your radar, because I want you guys to do your own research. I don't want to be the one that's forcing you guys or encouraging you guys to do anything. I want to say, hey, that's a great coin. Do some research, look into it, make your own decision. Where at Kadena, I'm like, hey guys, like if you guys are not paying attention to this one, I promise you guys are most likely going to regret it. It's crypto, anything can happen. Always do your own research, you know, Check out to see if Venus's moon is orbiting Saturn's crescent. Shake that magic 8 ball and then just go for it, guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. Again, my name's Ryan Matt. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace.